This is your daily market review for Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. Let's go.
Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review, Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. Bloodbath, murder, absolute dismay, sentiment blown out, bulls crushed, everybody losing their mind on social media. Seems like a recipe for counter trend or counter move at some point. Again, we've talked about on this channel how you have to trade around your positions when the VIX holds in the 20s. Definitely haven't nailed every spot, but definitely have traded around positions and got to work again today, trying to buy some things near the lows. Some things working, some things stopped out. Either way, this is what we talked about. I mean, I was pretty bullish yesterday after the close, but man, I even noticed like as the markets were closing and they popped up, I definitely took advantage of some of the popping, but not as much as I really like to. But also, it's interesting. Either I got stopped out on some names, or most names didn't make new lows at all that I've been purchasing, or they held areas. Because this is one of the things I was telling people this morning. Like, if you have a stock that's gapping down, watch the first hour, and if it keeps going, you're gone. But if it seems to hold, which some did, then you've got something there potentially. So again, we'll get into it. Please this is going to be a longer recap because, I mean, again, there's opportunity abound when people are puking and losing their mind. I mean, you have to get not necessarily a contrarian, but you should be thinking from the perspective of deals now for the long side. And now again, today, tomorrow, Monday, I don't know. But again, Stock Traders Almanac seasonality is in your favor. Just be prepared. So again, new to the channel, check out the Discord room, links are shipping below. If you'd like to chat, 30 minutes. Again, let's hang out. I know some people leaving comments below seem to get frustrated, or I don't know. I'd really love to hear their opinions in person versus just social media behind a keyboard, just chatting. It'd be interesting to connect and see what's really going on, see how it could help. So also like, subscribe, and the notification bell. I appreciate it. Also, too, if you're looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate, and you want 2 agents for the price of 1, I would love to help you find a great agent. Only 5 stars here. Doing the best we can. Again, trying to help people find deals, whether it's in investing in stocks or in housing or buying and selling their real estate. Love to help out. Again, if you need help with trading, absolutely don't hesitate to reach out. Posting ideas and thoughts on Twitter. Like, subscribe, and the notification bell, as I said. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, hit the thanks button on the YouTube video or in the links in the description below. All right. Fear and Greed Index out of 9. Doesn't really get much lower than this. I mean, I guess you could go to 0, but haven't really seen it get much lower. Here is the all bears sentiment. Again, this is the highest since March 2009, which is rather impressive, right? We're up at this extreme level. Now, again, doesn't mean necessarily you can't go lower. But in my mind, I'd be looking for counter moves at some point sooner than later. So keep that in mind. Also posting, sorry, let me change the order of this. Posting ideas, thoughts on tradingagent.com. Again, check it out. Profits into properties and passive income. So we know the Fear and Greed Index. Okay, got it. We know earnings are coming up in a couple weeks. Got it. So I was looking at this today. It didn't really budge all that much. Again, there's odds for rate cuts coming up. I mean, in May, we'll see. I think you would need more market damage. Just my personal opinion. Bitcoin. Again, I mean, I don't mean to hate on anybody, and Bitcoin people are very sensitive. It's like gold people. Again, I don't want to touch this stuff. Everyone's like, it's a future store of absolute wealth. Well, it's not really acting like that. When the market's pulling back, it wasn't. And this thing peaked like 3 months ago. So keep that in mind. Oil, absolutely smashed, which is interesting. We hit the middle 7 or the 70 area, backed off pretty damn fast. Again, I'd be watching this area for a buy. Natural gas, actually, basically, I don't know, slightly up today. Not a bad move for Mr. Gas. I'd love to see it lower, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. So again, let's dig into it. Get comfortable. Dollar got slammed today. Back at some important ranges. Keep an eye on this. Not to say that we can't go lower. That's a pretty big volatile move. Again, we talk about volatility in the dollar. That's a pretty big blow off. Keep an eye on it. TLT, talked about lower rates since we held, this area and gapped up. Man, look where we got stuck. 200-day. Again, keep an eye on it. VIX, interesting action, right? Up into the 29s. Back at the highs from a couple weeks ago. Worth a watch. Can we get over 31 crash risk is in play. Today, some people might say today was a crash, but we've seen bigger moves in the VIX. I'm just saying. Keep an eye on it. VIX, considering the market was down, it's barely up today. Something's funky in the VIX structure. Again, maybe we'll figure it out after the fact, but something doesn't make sense. SPY down a whopping 4.93%, closing at the low of the day on huge volume. Gaps down here at 534. Again, I'm not really surprised we dropped here on this news, but this is when it gets a little interesting. That's all I can say. Again, seasonality, big blowout. Everyone dumping, freaking the fuck out. Big gap. Again, big gaps at highs and lows can be counter trend potentials. Right, here's a big gap down here and ended up rallying back. Trying to see if there's any big gaps at the highs. Not really. That was a gap to go higher and went higher. Gap in the top. Yeah. Again, I mean, this is an important area here. Keep an eye on it. QQQ, we talked about this one lagged again. Remember what everything happened today. Just keep in mind that, all right, you've got some, like, I don't know what I would consider. Let me just clean this up real quick. You put yourself in an oversold territory, and again, the market typically, I mean, you have to be careful. Shorting isn't like a long-term trade. That's all I would say. Just be careful. This is the next support. Wouldn't be surprised. See if it bounced here. Maybe it cuts right through it. I don't know. Your guess is good as mine. Again, I still think in time, you're due to bounce here. But we got these little bounces, but they were not. Again, I guess you could just say Trump crapped all over the market, if that's what you want to call it. I personally think, again, I don't think the market really understands tariffs. Long term, man, it is amazing for America. I mean, I've already talked to multiple people in accounting talking about how companies are like, how do I move all my manufacturing back to the United States? How much money can potentially come in from all of this? Again, even in the late playing field of international trade. Now, I'm not going to get deep. Again, the deficits are different than just actual tariffs, right? You send some to Europe, pay 10%. They send some here, it's 2.5%, right? Like, let's even the playing field. Keep it simple. Watch these areas, IWM, right? Big gap down. Again, this thing's been pretty much beaten. So, DIA down 1,600, almost 1,700 points. All right, keep an eye on this. Again, I mean, I don't know where the bottom is when these big red candles, but this is what the shit I'd be waiting. This is what my biggest fear is. If you didn't buy anything today and you didn't buy strength, what if this happens? And that's where you go. Boom. Keep an eye on it. Gold, all over the place. Again, I don't trust it for the second quarter. Holding up pretty well, decent volume. Keep an eye on it. This is where, again, it's hard to really trust the miners and silver. Look at this. Kapow. Miners, pretty flat today, which I got to give them credit for because gold was holding up. Look at that. Nice bounce back. I'd really like to see silver not just get absolutely ass kicked. Right? Not to say that miners can't hold up well. It's just, man, it's such a nice feeling when silver and gold move together. Look at AEM, man. Long wick. All over the place. AG, I mean, this is the thing, right? Down to 6 at one point. Talked about this area mattering. We'll see. Again, miners, I'm not really that keen on for the second quarter because of seasonality, but keep an eye on it. Again, they're holding up pretty well, considering. Some better than others. Okay, let's get into tech, because this is where the wreck happened. Taiwan Semi, kapow. I mean, you gap down. Man, this just feels like very novice. Like, these big gaps bring in buyers. Again, I don't know for sure if the level needs to get a little lower. But, dude, these big gaps are very exhaustive. And remember, the market makers, this is what we talk about. Like, the market makers have to absorb all that volume. At some point, they want to mark stuff up. This is how it works. Micron, again, this is what I've been saying. Semis are the shit, meaning not good. Okay, goodbye, Micron, I guess. AMD, I still like it to bounce at some point. I felt like the 100-day was coming, but watch what happens. This one's holding up better. NVDA have said this is the short of 2025. Go watch previous videos. New lows now, near term. Again, maybe this downtrend. Again, I don't like semis. I'm like, one day this is not even, we're going to barely talk about them, I'm telling you, because they're not going to SMCI, yeah, whatever. Intel. It looks like Taiwan Semi's doing a deal with Intel so that they can bypass tariffs. Cool story. It's probably going to save them a lot of money. Smart move. we'll see. Again, I don't think Intel has much of an upside. AVGO, we talked about this, like Apple not interested in their chips no more with their for phone capacities, Bluetooth, all that kind of stuff. If I remember right. Yeah. Again, don't trust these at all. SMH, yikes. Back at the lows from August and April of last year. I mean, if we don't bounce here, that would be, to me, that would be dangerous. But again, I mean, I'm not gonna back off of this. I've said this. Semis are not. People get really mad. I'm like, dude, I would rather buy commodities all day and hold than freaking semis. That's all I can say. Adobe looked like a bounce potential here. Made new lows. Womp womp. Just, I don't know what you can do on that one. Apple was holding up pretty well until goodbye. Now we're back at the 0.618 bounce at the 200 level. Again, we're coming into earnings. A lot of these names are down. Just keep an eye on them. Amazon, buying TikTok. Who cares? Kapow. Tech, again, I not really playing. I did buy some Meta today. Some Metu around 540. I mean, I could be dead wrong and about to get like slapped around. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, again, I know they have earnings coming up. I know their earnings will be just fine. I mean, just keep an eye on some of these names because again, I don't think tech is going back to new all-time highs. I think that's like these patterns are broken, right? Like I don't think Meta is making new highs anytime soon. But I wouldn't be surprised again. You get this big move, you bounce. Again, here's the gap down to be the trap. Was this a novice gap? Is this a novice gap? That's what I'd be watching for. Again, I bought some Matu. I don't have a lot of it, but I don't know. I'm kind of waiting a little bit too, just to see. Could be wrong, but if I'm going to buy tech, I'm going to be late. If I'm buying commodities, I don't mind being earlier, in my opinion. CRM, just kapow. Guggenheim, chopping right back to the range lows. I mean, that's a pretty tight candle. That looks better. I'd put that one on your list if you think it's stronger. Again, Microsoft does better when the dollar weakens. So making higher lows, not surprised. NDAQ got this weird bounce. Again, I honestly think, yeah, they're cooked long term. No one's going to be trading tech like they will commodities and some of these other stuff. I'm telling you, the market is brutal when it rotates. 200-day has to hold. MicroStrategy, I don't know, man. This one's tough. It's like Bitcoin. It's just between zones. I don't want to play in that game. Netflix, I mean, we talked about this like head and shoulders from the 1,000 level. It's making higher lows, though. Some tech looks better than others. I don't really know what to say. I mean, some of these names look like they just got pounded. Roblox, holding up pretty well, doing a deal with Google. PanW, again, I like cybersecurity names. This one's on my list. Nice doji today. Good old Tesla, gap down, right? And just didn't really do much. Again, some of these names look stronger. Like Tesla looks good to me. TSLA, if you bought it under 10, feel like you're hanging in there pretty tight. Palantir, right? Like this, I would think this is down like 10 points. Green holding the 100-day. We'll see if it holds. Insight, another one that I've talked about buying and holding. I like it. Seems to be holding up really well. HIMS, again, I don't trust HIMS, but I mean, you're so damn close to the 200-day. I don't know why I would just get there. BABA, I mean, this thing, we talked about breaking the 130 level. Man, it rallied right back. McDonald's, holding up pretty well, man. Got to give it credit. Starbucks, oh my God, I wish I would have shorted up here. Damn it. Now we're back at the range lows. I don't know if I would be really going. I would be taking profits at some point down here. Keep an eye on it. Airbnb, this is not surprised. Some of these names I'm just looking at. People are like, oh, just wait. I said someone got mad when you said just watching. People are like, what does that mean? It's like, yeah, I don't see anything. I'm just watching. Okay, this could be a little interesting, but no volume down there. DKNG, we talked about this thing just getting slammed. Just watching. Some of that, I know that's going to trigger someone. What does that mean? Just watching. I don't know what to do with the stocks. I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend I'm fucking Jim Cramer and say every price action I know what's going to happen. No, like it's a probability-based game. I don't know. Costco holding up pretty well, considering FedEx was holding up pretty well. Kapow. Keep an eye on this, though. Keep an eye on this. Right? Again, a lot of these names just pounded. Down 30-something%. Is it going to keep going? I mean, this is the question you have to ask yourself. Right? Keep an eye on it. XLF, I mean, I guess I I guess I fucked the pooch on that one. I took all my shorts off in XLF, but here we come right back. Are we coming back to the 200 day? We'll see. I mean, they have a lot of these names have earnings next week. Hood, chopping around. JP Morgan, took off my puts, kind of regretting it. But again, I mean, hindsight's 2020. Let's see what happens here. Right, going into bank earnings. Morgan Stanley, man, kapow. New lows, Bank of America. New lows. Not surprised, but again, don't get, I don't know, I wouldn't say just don't get nuts. And when I say that, meaning like don't, I'm trying to think of the best idea. I don't know. I just wouldn't don't just start shorting because stocks are down. It's no different than chasing stocks that are up. You got to be careful. Please look at Goldman, man, down at 9% and change. Again, pretty capitulatory. We'll see if this is, I mean, it seems like there's a little bit of a trend here. Keep an eye on this. Carry, we talked about this one and don't trust it, but it was chopping. New lows. Oops. XBI, I said keep an eye on this one. I still think it looks pretty solid. Doji today, again, I think if you're trading it, watch out. I mean, we had a few good trades that people actually went long on and some short that worked out really well. Again, we're going through them. Jets, man, this one got obliterated today. I don't know about that one. XHB housing definitely took out the range lows. Back at an old trend line. Let's zoom in. Make sure this trend line's clean. Okay, this is an older one. That's a range high one. I'm curious to see what happens here because again, if interest rates have come down like they have, I mean, I know people are getting, again, especially near term because of the seasonality, people are definitely getting squirrely for real estate. I'd be watching for something here. I'm just trying to see if the fibs line up. They kind of do actually. I'd love it when the fibs line up with important areas. Keep an eye on it. Again, I'm not saying go out there and buy housing, but it looks interesting to me. All right, let's get into some of these commodity names. So like here we go. Dow, bought this, stopped out. Got some new ones. Again, look at the volume, y'all. I'm telling you, just keep an eye on it. CE, another one. I know some folks were playing that. Okay. Glad we have stops, but now here we are again, like back at the range lows. Keep an eye on it, right? Like these names feel like way easier to hold, the trade and hold. Caterpillar, that just took out the range lows. Damn. Basically at extremes. Let's see what happens here again. I mean, some of these names I didn't watch much today. Deer, I watched some names I watch more, and it's finally pulling back some. This one's been smoking hot. Keep an eye on this one, right? Good old Nucor again. I like Nucor a lot, and here we go. A gift. New lows. We'll see. I mean, it's interesting. The volume today was not that great. Again, you would think like down, what is this thing down? 10%, the volume would be implode. Like it's good to see the drop down lighter volume. Does that make sense? X, talked about this one holding up. Not surprised, pulls back. IIALN. Again, a lot of these names had some, oh, come on. Here we go. IINN, back near the range lows, filled the gap. Man, dude, check it out. I mean, just keep stuff on your mind. Like Valet holding up really well. Said need to get over the 200 day, couldn't. Arrow didn't close terribly great, but man, you're back at the range lows. If you were looking at gifts down here, which I am, dude, get in it. Get in it with tight stops. FQVLF, we talked about how this fake broke out. Here we go. I'll be watching for the 11s. SSEO, again, we talked about some of these copper names, not surprisingly getting blasted, but I'm reading that copper will not be tariffed. Keep an eye on that. Neither will gold. FCX, right? You wanted the gift, you got the gifts. Right? You wanted to be patient, here you go. You got paid for it. URNJ, again, this one didn't do shit today. Gap down. I know it's slightly below where I got in, but I mean, it was holding up all day. I just was like, all right, well, it's not blowing out like, say, a Dow or something. CCJ, again, 40 area matters, seems to be holding. CF, up today. Mosaic. Man, I like it here. I think it's going to break that downtrend at some point. SQM, again, nice little trap there. Like, look at that wick and candy blows right back at the 100, 200 day. Great. NTR, another one. Looking all right. AA. Dude, I mean, I was always wishing for the upper 20s. But did I think we'd get it? No. But shit, man. Like, you got to start looking at this stuff. Calu, people are like, oh, with the recession. I'm like, dude, don't even think about that. Calu, back at the range lows, right? Like, this is where people get blinded. It's like, man, you're getting some really good gifts. Talk about this one staging. Cliff, I know some folks who bought this yesterday. Okay. Not a bad try, but look at the volume down here. I mean, this is the thing, right? How deeply discounted can they get? They can get deeply discounted. And so here we go. Watch it. Watch the intraday action. I mean, these names make sense down here. You'll get mad when I say watch it. Solar, God, man, had a really good call out. Some folks, I mean, tan, little bouncy bounce, right? Not really getting crushed. Sedge, just chopping here. And again, an ENPH, these things are all dogs. I like First Solar, and look what happened today. I know some folks who got in it. That looks good. Double bottom, ripping up. HYG again, I was like, you got to be out of your mind to buy corporate debt. All right, just staying consistent. Oil, kapow. Not much to say. UNG up slightly. Like it. Cool. Man, I really wish it would pull back. Might not get it. XOP, look at this, right? This is what we talk about, taking profits at the range highs. You're welcome. And you're right back down here. Oh, what a dick. You got to be kidding, right? Here you go. Gotta love the VIX when it's higher. Look at that. Dude, watch this stuff. NPC, slammered. Back towards the range lows. Valero, man, down 13 and 14. Back towards the range lows. Capitulation, maybe. ExxonMobil, which has been holding up pretty well, gives back 6 points. Not surprising. BP, oh yeah, baby. Come on down. I mean, dude, this is what you wait. This is what you're hoping for. This is why you trade around your positions. You're like, come on, right? You're hoping for it. Oxy, dude, look at this. Down 5.5%. You know, Buffett's sitting here like, oh, Berkshire is at 52 weeks high, by the way. Here you go. Right, look at these. Capitulation, just remember, okay, stop for a minute. Remember what I say. Like, I love channels. I love to trap the channel. Meaning at the extreme, blow out the bottom, rally back. Blow out the top, rally down. That is my favorite thing here. I feel like we're in some of these formations. Devin, again, just keep an eye on this stuff. Coming right back. APA, I mean, you got down 70. Oh my God. Come on, get to the trend line. Lyondale base down 10. Oh, come on. I don't know where the bottom is on these, but dudes, you got to start watching. CVE, yeah, give me some 12 action. EQT, we talked about this would be hard to break out. Cool. Last but not least, Flex LNG. I think we'll be natural gas exporters. Any questions here about the sentiment? Again, the sentiment is absolutely wiped out. Everybody hates the market. Go read social media. Go hit Twitter. Everyone's mad at Trump. Okay. Again, if you don't understand how tariffs work, I get it too, right? I personally think that, again, it is not fair. Trade is not fair. And does it have to be? Not necessarily, but I don't mind it. I mean, you're bringing money back into the country. So many people involved in businesses and companies overseas going, how do I bring my company back? I'm telling you, that's going to be huge. Think about all the money that comes flooding into the United States at some point with the huge deficits we have. And then if Trump somehow gets a 15% tax rate and we become some sort of like tax haven for the world, talk about investment again. People are like, he's going to lose. I'm telling you that if they even get close to that, you will see the economy and the markets rip. It's just a matter of when, not if. But hey, if we got more downside, you got to have your plan. Again, be clear in your mind. Define your risk. Define your stops. Don't get silly and stupid. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I appreciate all the love, support, generous donations. Have a wonderful evening. Talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, your PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.